Search continues. Episode 2. Why do we search? There is a question older than every civilization, older than every religion, older than every philosophy. A question so ancient that no one knows who first asked it. Yet every one of us has. Why? Why are we here? Why does anything exist at all? Why do we spend our lives searching for answers? Perhaps the most remarkable thing about humanity is not our intelligence, not our technology, not even our ability to build civilizations. Perhaps it is our curiosity. Every child begins the same way. Before they understand the world, they begin asking questions. Why? Again and again and again. Somewhere along the way, many of us stop asking, not because the questions disappear, but because life becomes louder than our curiosity. Thousands of years ago, the people of ancient Sumer looked at the same sky we see tonight. They watched the rivers flood. They watched the seasons change. They watched kings rise and kingdoms fall. They recorded what they observed onto clay tablets, not because they had every answer, but because they wanted to understand the order they believed existed within the world. In Egypt, truth was not simply something to believe. It was something to live. They called it Ma'at. Truth, balance, justice, harmony. To live in accordance with Ma'at was to live in harmony with the order of the universe. In Greece, Socrates walked through the streets asking questions that often made people uncomfortable. He believed wisdom began with a simple realization: I do not know. Not ignorance, humility, the willingness to keep searching. Aristotle later wrote that all human beings, by nature, desire to know. Across continents, across centuries, across cultures that never met one another, a pattern begins to emerge. Human beings ask questions. Today, we have access to more information than any generation before us. Answers are only seconds away. But information is not the same as understanding. We scroll, we consume, we collect facts, yet many of life's deepest questions remain unchanged. Who am I? What is consciousness? What is truth? Why do we suffer? What does it mean to live a meaningful life? Technology has transformed our world. It has not replaced our search. As far back as I can remember, I have searched for understanding. Not because I wanted to reject what others believed, but because something inside me refused to stop asking. That search has taken me through science, history, ancient civilizations, philosophy, spiritual traditions, and through my own experiences. Some ideas stayed with me, others I left behind. The search itself became the teacher. One lesson has continued to return. The moment we believe we have nothing left to learn, we stop growing. Maybe that is why every civilization leaves behind questions, not just answers. Questions. Questions carved into stone. Questions written onto clay. Questions whispered through philosophy. Questions explored through science. Questions carried from one generation to the next. Perhaps the search was never a problem waiting to be solved. Perhaps it is part of what it means to be human. So tonight, I leave you with one question. If someone had given you every answer, would you still have become the person you are today? Or was it the search itself that shaped you? The search continues.